Today's topic is responding to those tough parent or caregiver emails. Hi, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. I'm thankful to have you. Today's video is part of my Teacher Tip Tuesday series. My goal in offering this series on my channel is to provide helpful advice on teaching-related topics every Tuesday. If you are viewing this video, you are likely a teacher, and as a teacher myself, I know just how important our time is, and therefore I want these tips to be quick and concise. Let's dive in. Today's topic is responding to those tough parent or caregiver emails. Tip number 1, wait. Give yourself a couple of minutes, a couple of hours, maybe you even wait until the next day before you respond to that email. If it's not a situation that is extremely pressing, waiting can be really important because it gives you the time to collect your thoughts, to calm down if anything in the email triggered you, and to make sure that you are presenting yourself in the way that you intend to when you respond. Sometimes we feel this pressure to we get this email, it feels uncomfortable, we quickly want to respond and try to resolve the issue. As teachers, we are problem solvers. It happens to every teacher regardless of what year you are in your teaching career. It often catches us off guard, and because we care so much about these kids, these emails can feel very crushing when we get them. So give yourself that time to process your emotions, give yourself that time to collect your thoughts, and plan your response. In this way, you're going to more accurately convey yourself, your thoughts, and be able to work with the parent on whatever problem is going on and find a solution. Tip number 2, seek guidance. Sometimes in teaching we can feel like this profession is lonely, or that we're in it alone and that it's a problem that's entirely on our shoulders to handle. That doesn't have to be the case. We have colleagues, admin, and amongst that group of people there is definitely someone that you trust. Go to that trusted person, or if you have multiple trusted people, go to multiple trusted people. If it's appropriate and you're comfortable with it, allow them to read the email so that they can help form some of their own thoughts. And between the two of you, you can do some problem solving on what next steps should be. Don't make yourself feel like you're in this alone. Don't isolate yourself. That's going to make you feel even more targeted, and you're likely to not respond in the way that you intend to. So make sure you seek help, seek guidance. Tip number 3, in person. I recommend an in-person meeting instead of responding via email. There are a couple of reasons that I recommend this. In my own experience, I have found that when I've received an email that has been triggering to me, that has really pulled on my emotions, and I know that I have a parent that's upset about something, I have found that calling an in-person meeting, encouraging them to come and just sit down with me and have a conversation has been so much more effective at solving whatever problem is going on. Typically, 9 times out of 10, parents are coming at us because something negative is going on with their child and they're wanting to find a solution to that. Parents are trying to advocate for their children, and sometimes the way that they know how to do that isn't always well received on our end. So what we can do is request that in-person meeting, because from my experience, when you're in person, things are less likely to be misinterpreted. And what I mean by that is feelings and language that is used is more likely to be interpreted correctly when you are face-to-face having those conversations, and you can hear each other's tone and you can see each other's body language. So that is a huge tip for me. I have just time and time again, this has been successful from my perspective, so I highly encourage, if possible, have that parent meeting in person to work on whatever issue might be going on. Tip number 4, thank them. Thank parents and caregivers when they take the time to reach out to you with concerns. Even if their tone or the email doesn't feel the greatest when you receive it, I really believe in thanking the parents for being involved in their child's education and advocating for them. As I said before, when parents are sending emails and they aren't sounding too happy and the tone doesn't feel really good, it's typically because they're just trying to figure out how to solve a problem for their child and to diminish this negativity that's going on in their child's life. Parents are trying to be an advocate for their children and they want to see them be successful. When you give them that affirmation that you are thankful that they are involved in their child's education, you automatically seem like you're more of an ally in the situation. And that is what parents need to be reminded of, that we want to work with them on whatever might be going on that's negatively impacting their child. Because as I previously mentioned, this is almost always the reason that we end up getting these tough emails, because something is going on with their child that they're perceiving as negative or harming their child, and they're wanting to find a solution to that. So by thanking them, we are reminding them we are here to be an ally. Thank you for reaching out. Let me partner with you to help your child on whatever the issue might be. My final tip for today's Teacher Tip Tuesday, tip number 5, is kindness. Remain kind and professional however you choose to respond when you receive a tough email from a parent or caregiver. Kindness goes a long way. When you remain kind and when you remain professional, even if that's not what you've received, you are showing the parent, you are modeling for the parent a better way to interact with you and others. And kindness is going to allow the parent to see you in that light of being an ally and as somebody who wants to help them and their child and solve whatever problem there might be. So remain kind, remain professional, even if it might be tough. If you take that little bit of time to decel and to wait before you respond, being kind and professional is that much easier when it is time to finally respond. I hope that you have found the tips that I have related to today's topic helpful, and that you will subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any of my future Teacher Tip Tuesdays, and possibly even a couple of Thursdays. I might sprinkle in some bonus Teacher Tip Thursdays in the future. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.